Hey y'all, this is Joy from Aiken's Outdoor Adventures. Today we're going to be looking at the Klymit sleep pad to replace our 3-season Big Agnes. Hey guys, okay, so we have gone on a lot of trips. We did the 4-pass loop in Colorado where we got near freezing but not below. We've done tons of trips here locally in Missouri. And we didn't really realize this until we actually took a family trip to Alabama for Christmas holiday and we camped outside. Sometimes you gotta do that, even when you're staying with family. Sleep outside to get some space. Anyways, so we took our Big Agnes sleep pads, the Big Agnes AirCore Ultras, and honestly, it barely got down to 32 degrees, and we were extremely cold. Now, we do have our awesome, our UGQ Bandit quilts, but regardless of that, our undersides were still very, very cold. Now, I understand the AirCore Ultra is not an insulated sleep pad. However, it has, what it's made with actually is rated down to 34 degrees, which was very surprising when we actually looked up all the information for it and chose them. Now, originally we chose these because we knew we'd be up at high altitudes and we didn't want to overexert ourselves by having to air up, you know, a 3.5-inch thick sleep pad. So we chose Big Agnes because it has the pump sack. So we've done the videos before where you fill it with air, roll it down and press it. I'll put the link to that video up here. And that worked great for us. It actually, they are super comfortable. I got the 20-inch wide, Anthony got the 25-inch wide, and they worked great. 72 inches long, we're side sleepers, and they're perfect. However, in Alabama and then on our camping trip over this past weekend where it got down below freezing, we were actually in the middle of an ice storm, we got torrential downpour, we got, ice, the trees were covered in ice, as well as crazy winds, and our undersides got cold. So we've begun our search for the best 4-season sleep pad. Now, we don't need below 0 degrees just because for us, at least right now, that's not going to be in our wheelhouse of stuff that we're going to need to worry about. So we'll do a video as soon as Anthony ultimately decides on his. I think he's looking at one of the 4-season Big Agnes pads, but he hasn't completely decided. So if you have any recommendations, please feel free to drop those in the comments. We would be more than happy to check them out. So I actually went with, yet again, a budget sleep pad. So just like the AirCore Ultra, very reasonably priced. I actually got the orange on Amazon for $54. If you got camo, red, blue, any of those other colors, they were $100. Color don't matter to me, it's gonna get covered up anyways. So I chose the Klymit Insulated Static V. Now this is slightly heavier than our AirCore Ultra, but by like 2 or 3 ounces. So not very much difference for substantial added warmth. All right, so the Klymit V has V-shaped chambers that are supposed to help, unlike the Big Agnes where you have the vertical chambers where if you're a side sleeper, that shoulder is going to dig down in and get close or touch the ground. So the point of this is to have almost like a baffling look in different sections, and I'll pull it out and let you guys see. But my biggest thing that I liked about this one, it actually has a 4.4 R value, which is awesome. But what I like the most about this is, one, the material that it was made out of isn't super loud and noisy. We looked at some of the Nemo sleep pads and a few other brands, and they were just really crinkly sounding when you toss and turn. I roll from side to side a lot, so that was important for me. But more than that, how much does it actually take to inflate a sleep pad? The Big Agnes, I had to do that by mouth one time and I will never do it again. It took me probably 5 minutes, and I can't even imagine doing that at high altitudes. So this one is supposed to be able to be inflated in 10 to 15 breaths. However, with a lot of YouTube videos that I watched on other people who have tried this, and it got awesome reviews, they did it in between 6 and 8. So let's pull this out and see what we've got. And it does weigh in at 24 ounces, which is a little bit heavier than most of you ultralight backpackers, but ultralight can only get you so far when you're planning on camping in winter weather. So, and this does have a one-way inflate, so you blow in and you don't have to worry about the air passing back out. And then there is going to be a little button that you're going to press to let the air out. So let's show you guys what it looks like deflated first. So you can already see the paneling, how it's going to kind of inflate. Let's give it a shot. And sorry, I'm inside of my living room today. It is 16 degrees outside, and for us here in the Midwest, that's cold. All right. Okay. So, I'm a woman. Smaller lung capacity than most of these guys, and I inflated it comfortably in 11 breaths. So I will say Anthony's biggest hang up with this one is going to be 2.5 inches thick versus the Aircore Ultra, which is 3.5 inches thick. So to me, that shouldn't be too bad. We'll get this checked out. Now, the other thing that I liked when I was looking at the reviews is you have this section and then you have a separate section that's going to help keep you from falling to one side or the other because the air moving side to side. So let's see if we can get a good view of this. All right, so here we've got the full view. And just for reference, I am 6'1". So, top of the head, I am completely on the pad. My feet, my heels are at the edge, but they're not touching the ground. Huh. I think this is going to be good. I don't feel any things that are uncomfortable. Okay, so my immediate thoughts are, one difference is that as I'm rotating from side to side or back to back, or I just sit down with my butt, I can feel occasional contact with the ground, which happens sometimes with the Big Agnes, but not every time. So there's that, but you have an inch thinner than the other. I will say comfort level of this is way more comfortable. These varying chambers definitely make it more comfortable side sleeping. So we're still going to give this a shot out in the woods and see what happens next time we go on our next hike. We might get to go before then, but I know that for spring break in March, we're going to be going to North Carolina and section hiking a portion of the AT. So this most likely will be coming with us because in March in North Carolina, you can almost guarantee to have snow. So as of right now, I am extremely pleasantly surprised. I will say that on Amazon as well, they have a specific cover for this sleep pad. They have two variations. They have just the regular one, like a sheet, and then they have a quilted one, which still weighs practically nothing. It's the same, actually it's less weight than our other that we have used covering, and it's actually going to be fitted because it's specifically designed for this. It also has an opening for you to put the pillow that is the full breadth of this sleep pad, which I also intend on purchasing, because for me, I don't like my pillow to move. Anthony, on the other hand, likes to be able to maneuver it different ways. He's got a new pillow coming in today as well, in hopes that that one's going to be a better situation. So that is my overview of the Klymit Insulated Static V. We'll let you guys know as soon as we actually field test it, but so far, especially for $54, I'm extremely pleasantly surprised. Even for $100 with some of the other colors, I think I would have been equally as happy. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to click the bell icon, follow us on YouTube so you get notifications of our videos. We also have a Facebook community. We also have an Instagram, so you can follow us on there, see all of our family antics and adventures. So thank you guys so much. This is Joy from Aiken's Outdoor Adventures. We'll catch you next time.